Hi, I'm Robin.
And I'm Kristen.
And we're back.
We are back. So we are back with Love Yourself Answer. Oh my God, I almost forgot for a second. And it's written right in front of me.
Love Yourself Answer.
Love Yourself Answer. Now, this is a compilation album from the first two. So
right.
we're not going through every track because there are a lot, like 26 tracks. But we are going to touch on the new ones and we're going to briefly touch on the remixes.
Right.
So let's get into it. Buckle up. Buttercup is going to be a ride.
Let's go.
All right. So we are opening, just like the album, with Euphoria. Oh gosh, Euphoria. Okay, so this is JK solo. Yes. And it is a beautiful song.
It is. It's very, very pretty.
And the performance is amazing.
That's even more beautiful.
And the singer is also beautiful.
It's just beautiful all the way around.
Just everything's beautiful.
Yeah, everything is beautiful. Yeah, I really like this song. It was it caught my attention.
And why? What was it about that song that caught your attention?
The feeling of euphoria and that being connected to love, that there's the joy, the happiness at such a level that you don't even feel like you're here. You're just
now, for those of you listening at home who don't want to take the time to look up what euphoria means, a feeling of state of intense excitement and happiness.
Yes.
And euphoria is usually tied to an elevated feeling, which makes perfect sense when you see the performance.
Yes.
I made a note here. He starts us off with a lighthearted optimism and hope. Looking at the previous installments, Euphoria shows us how beautiful love is when it's reciprocated, which is exactly what he was going for.
Right.
The lyrics paint a picture of nature, which could be compared to Love Maze, where we see two lovers choosing to stick together through the confusion that is love. But in Euphoria, we see them coming out of the maze and with hands still linked, moving forward in love together.
Yeah. And I put an experiencing love in an intensely surreal, happy state. Just like really intense.
Can I share something really odd with you? I'm sorry, I'll let you finish. I'm sorry.
No,
I thought you were done.
Well, it goes a bit to the live performance. The live performance displays the feeling of being on that joyous high of euphoria as JK sails around in a lifting apparatus.
It's like a disc that he's literally just standing on. It's just enough for his foot.
Yeah, and they have him anchored in by the waist, and he's holding onto a strap. But
he is
sailing over everybody. I'm like, please don't fall. But that's to me is a direct indication of the lifting, the elevation of happiness that is not level. It's not something, it's not like getting that toy on Christmas or it's not that happiness. It's like way above that. You got some hormones and chemicals working in there.
Yeah, I guess when you're in a euphoric state, there is some helpful supplements.
Endorphins? Is that
endorphins.
Endorphins?
I guess.
Is that it?
There's a lot of stuff that's going on when you get to that euphoric state.
Yeah.
But my tiny weird little don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. So when I first heard this song, I don't know why my mind went to a video game. And it's because right when he says you are the cause of my euphoria, there's this like doo-doo-doo, and it's like ding, and it sounds like that moment in the video games where you get the coins, or the ring, It's like obviously it's a happy feeling, right?
And I'm sure there's some euphoria in that too.
Yeah, maybe. So I don't know why that tie, like my brain went there because I don't even play video games.
No, you don't.
So for me to associate that with like winning in a video game. I guess Euphoria is winning in the video game of life and love.
Yes, life and love. So it was an uplifting track. Just the idea of the love at that level is like, ooh.
Yeah, and his vocals on that song, just like the feeling of euphoria and his performance being lifted, his vocals were just lifted.
They were
they were just up and down and everywhere, and it was beautiful. He's such a joy to listen to sing. He's so good.
I like hearing him sing. He is a joy. You're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, JK.
Okay. I was gonna say it too. Okay, JK.
I knew you were. That's why I was getting it out as fast as I could. Okay, JK.
All right, so we're going to the next song, which is Trivia Just Dance.
Dance, yes. This is J-Hope.
This is J-Hope. This is our sweet Hobie, our sunshine.
I love the fun-loving guy.
He is. And he brings the fun and the funk with this one. It's such a great song. I made a note that this song was such a joy to see live. So when I went to go see him back in April, yeah. Well, we've been at it for a while here, but back in April, yes, it was okay. Admittedly, I was still pretty fresh in this whole BTS thing when I went to go see him.
Hadn't been a year yet.
It hadn't even been 6 months. I don't know. I can't count. Well, maybe almost. Yeah. Either almost 6 months or just at 6 months.
Okay. It hadn't been a year though.
She's right. It had not been a year. I still had some learning to do, and I didn't know a lot of his solo work.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't sure what to expect when I went into that stadium. The only thing I did expect, and of course, I was definitely not disappointed, was I was going to have a good time.
Yeah.
I was going to have a good time. Yeah. The vibes were going to be immaculate because J-Hope brings it 150%.
Yeah.
But this performance was such a good performance. And he looks so good doing, like, his dancing is amazing. If you've never just watched him dance, he has a background in hip hop and street dancing, and he brought it with this one. And I actually, when I was going over the song and looking at the notes, I said, looking at the lyrics, of course he would equate falling in love to a dance.
Oh yeah.
Like it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It's so J-Hope.
If it wasn't that, it would have been sunshine and rainbows.
But like it seems like Sweet Dreams is going on that route. But we'll get there later. But no, I mean, you just think about the whole concept of falling in love. I put, it starts off with how a dancing starts off. You stretch, shake it out, warm up, hear the song, kind of feel the music, figure out how the moves are going to go. And if you're working with a partner, which of course in this song and in Love you are, you guys are both kind of just checking each other out how you're going to move. And then at some point, it starts to come together. You start to figure out where they're going. Like you learn each other's styles well enough to predict the next move of your partner. Yeah. And that's kind of how love is. You kind of study each other, and before you know it, you are experts in each other, just like when it comes to this dance. And you can freestyle in dance with a partner that you've worked with for so long, and it looks like you guys rehearsed for several hours every day for like the last month, because your partner so well. You're attuned to your partner, and you can make that flow look very natural. And just like in love, when you spend that much time and energy investing in somebody emotionally, it seems like you've been together forever, and your relationship just seems very effortless.
Yeah, I agree. You have any more?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, okay. I don't think so.
I agree. And actually, I wrote something that's a little bit on that note that you were just speaking of, but I did it in reference to strangers and dancing. And the way I did that is that with, let me start off with J-Hope. When I heard this, J-Hope wants you to do what J-Hope loves to do, and that's dancing. He wants us to feel what he feels, the music, the freedom, the movement, the creativity, the fun, the joy of it. And as you were saying, during that stretching period and everything, those are the things that come along with, kind of getting to know a person and stuff. You get, you have the freedom within one another. Y'all kind of, move together. You almost beginning to, finish each other's sentences and things of that effect. But it's an unspoken language, dance. And I focus more on the dance part than the love part. But it's an unspoken language. It's almost like you could have two perfectly people who don't know each other, perfect strangers, and then once they start to dance, they kind of get in the flow of things, and you see them, bouncing off of one another, movement and things like that. I've seen, people dance in, they have these, I don't want to call it a dance off, but they in Chicago like a lot have, no, not necessarily a battle, but it comes from like doing the hustle or jive or think dancing like that type of dancing, that one-on-one dancing with someone, and they take two people that don't know each other.
I've seen this in swing.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So they take two people who don't know each other, but yet you put them together and somehow they are speaking that language.
Yeah.
Without even knowing each other. But I also said, I said, have you ever, you guys out there, and even you, have you ever gone to a concert or a gathering of someone of some sort, and like your song comes on and you begin dancing with someone you don't know?
No, I've never. I don't dance with strangers. I probably should, though. I feel like it might be a good time based on the way you describe it.
Yeah.
Clearly, I need to let loose with some people I don't know.
You don't know, right? It is. I did it actually recently, not as recent, but when we went to the Quincy Jones birthday celebration, and they were doing a lot of his music that he had produced or and they did a lot of Michael Jackson. A lot of Michael Jackson.
Of course.
So I was getting up and I was dancing. Of
course.
But
totally natural.
Yeah, I didn't know the people. We were dancing through the song and everything, and after the song, like, high five, all right, I seen that, and then
and now you're friends. You're Facebook friends.
We didn't.
Well,
change
okay,
that.
well,
but you know what? If we go back,
there you go.
We're gonna be dancing.
You're gonna be dancing.
Yeah. I like the music too. The music was funky, like you said. It was like hip hop, pop, dance music. I like the bass line. Oh, that was so good. That was so
I will
good. High
say
tempo.
This. It is very high tempo.
High tempo.
This performance, I can't remember what concert it was, but I think it was the same concert that we watched the clip of Euphoria. That same show where he does this song, he performs it, and there's a part in the song. It's just kind of like not the bass drops. I can't describe it, but the water like rockets shoot out as he does this move, and it's just so perfect. We'll have to watch it because it's amazing. I love the timing. I'm into theatrics like that.
Yeah.
Like kid like that makes a show. Like that's half the show right there.
Right.
Just give me the theatrics, like water, lights, fog, fire. Like I'm all for it. This last tour, he had a lot of fire in the beginning, and I was like, go ahead, just don't burn us all down.
Yeah,
but burn it down.
Yeah, you burn it down.
Yeah, burn it down. But leave me, smoke free up here. Please, thank you.
Yeah.
Any other final thoughts on Just Dance, other than the fact that you want to just dance?
Did you want to just dance?
You do.
And then just love.
You can't help. I've not gotten to that part yet.
Okay.
I just want to dance.
Yeah, just dance. Yeah.
With somebody, like Whitney said.
Yes.
Maybe that's what I need to do, and then I'll get to the love part.
And then
who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe
it could work. It could work just like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's hop on over to the next one.
Trivia Love. Now, this is Namjoon's song, and leave it to our lyricist to write a song about love that resembles writing a song. Like, it does exactly how I felt when I was reading it. In fact, I put, this song feels like a songwriting process.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just he starts off with questions. Is this love?
Yeah.
And I feel like immediately that's kind of how he probably approaches songwriting.
Yeah.
He's just like, is this going to work? Is this going to work? Scratch that. No. And then like he just has notes, and like before you know it, lyrics are kind of like haphazardly written in a notebook or even on like a napkin or something. I also thought of like Eminem's process with writing and how he would literally write on any surface that he had available. Somebody's coming.
We're just walking past.
But yeah, that was what that felt like to me. And so I wrote, I had that. Something sparks inspiration, and suddenly lyrics are scribbled in a notebook or on a napkin. Thoughts are written, crossed out, rewritten, selected for the final draft. And just like when a song is being written, sometimes you know what's going to work, and sometimes you don't, and you just throw it out there and hope for the best. There was one line that got me. So the English translation is, "I'm just a human, human, human. You erode all my corners and make me into love, love, love." Mm-hmm. Why that is so significant is because if you look at the Korean language, the word human and the word love only have one difference.
What's that?
Okay, so in the second syllable, so it's saram is human, sarang is love. Okay. And in the bottom at the bottom, mm-hmm. the character for human or for person, it's the one that makes the M sound, so it's like a box. Okay. And then for love, it's the ong sound, so it's a circle. Oh, okay. So if you look at a box and a circle, if you erode or kind of like rub off the edges and round them out, the box becomes round.
Yeah. So the human becomes love.
Human becomes love. And I'm just like,
look at me.
Namjoon, you clever little guy. Just his wordplay. So I did love that part, and I had to make a note about it. And I, in my head, I was like, I'm gonna have visuals. I did not prepare any of that. So hopefully my explanation makes sense.
And as you speak of the language and you speak of the symbols, characters. Okay, of a word, my mind has to move almost as quickly as you're speaking.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. I just because of the characters, I have to kind of figure out what area of the character you're speaking about, mm-hmm. and so that's helping me. So thank you so very much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Anything I can do to help.
There you
go. So I put RM is speaking his thoughts and questions out loud. It's exactly how I expect him to go into falling in love. He would absolutely start off questioning, trying to find the logic before giving into the feeling.
Yes.
Right? Right? That made so much sense. I was just like, of course. Yes. Because he would totally be like, what is this? What is happening here? Trying to make sense of it. And then he'd just be like, somebody would probably tell him, probably like Jimin or V would be like, it's love. And he's just like, are you sure? Are you sure?
Sometimes I know, sometimes I don't.
Exactly. And I feel like he probably have a moment where he's just like, maybe it is.
Maybe. Yeah.
What do I do now?
Right.
Write a song. That's what you do.
That's what you do.
You write us a song.
That's it. Actually, that's what I started off with. I said RM starts his lyrics with questions. And truth be told, this is how a love trip begins.
Of course, you're always wondering, are we falling? So this is love? So this is love? RM knows how it's done. Disney knows how it's done. Like, there's a process, okay?
Yeah. And
you question it at first, and then you give into it.
They've got the key, yeah.
Yeah, they understand.
Yeah. And I comment on that, the part, I'm just human, you rolled on my corners. Now, I can see that as the perfect meaning, what you described. Mm-hmm. I can see that as being the perfect meaning to those lyrics.
Yeah. Well, I think he explained it somewhere that that's the case.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Either he explained it or somebody explained it about the lyrics. But I remember when I was reading, I was like, oh, this is the song.
Oh, okay.
That happened in, because when you look at the corners and just like if you stand off the corners of a box, it becomes round.
Round, yeah.
And so you get that character. So, yeah. Love it.
I went there too. So, and what else did I do? I was like, you make me I. You make me I to an O.
You make I to an O.
Yeah, you make I to an O, and I says, self becomes whole or united. So that's what I put down. I like this one too.
It's such a good song,
though. I like this one too.
It's a bop.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
get it.
It was.
So yeah, I always have, mad respect for RM and his songwriting process and just what he delivers. And I love his solo work because you just get to feel him, in the music.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when it comes to the group songs or even the rap line songs, he does his part, but I feel like he likes to let the other members shine.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so now when you get the solo work, you see him like he's the only one there. Right. He has no choice but to be excellent.
Right.
And so we get these masterpieces.
Mm-hmm. That is that. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. And you know what? It's. I think that's with all of them though. Even in their just the performance part of the songs, not necessarily so much to writing the song or producing the song, but the performance part. They let those who are leading or whatever, they let them shine. Mm-hmm. They give them the time to do what they do. Yeah. And even with like when you're listening to Jim and he hits those notes and it's like he's standing in the back. Everybody's up in the front. He's standing in the back and
just kind of hitting those ad libs.
Yeah, he's getting that note.
Like, okay.
You're like, hold on a minute.
Like, who is that? Yeah. Where is that coming from?
He said, I'm not going to step out,
but I'm just going to step back.
I'm just going to step back. Yeah. And let you do you. I'm just going
with those feather soft vocals.
Oh, yeah.
Just chilling in the background.
Yeah.
And he's probably not even paying attention while he's doing it. He's just like probably like on his phone, like I'm just gonna do this run real quick.
I think like JK does that too.
Yeah, like let's add a little spice. Well, yeah. No, because we've seen JK's documentary, and you see how hands-on he is about things. And now I feel like people are gonna be like, Jimin's hands-on too. I totally know that. I haven't seen his work yet, but I know they're all very into the songwriting process and the production process. Like they want it to sound and be a certain way. And so of course they're going to, be very involved. Because Jimin just hits those notes so effortlessly. Yeah. It just would not surprise me if they were just like, hey, can you give us something real quick on this track? And he just like, sure. And like, he just walks in and he's just kind of looking and he's just like, and does his little thing. And he's like, that's good. Okay, cool. Like, was that it? Was that what you needed? You want more? Okay, I could give you one more.
I have one more in there.
Yeah, it's like it's somewhere in there. But yeah, that I do agree that I feel like when they have those moments where they can step back, not out, but just back, yeah, and let whoever's in the forefront at that moment just have their moment. Yes, and I think that's what makes them great is because you get all of them in their element, even in a group song. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel like anybody's lost.
No.
Nobody gets lost.
Nobody gets lost.
There's never a moment of like, where was this person or where was it? And they're always very present. When their part's up. Mm-hmm. When they're up and they're doing their thing, and then when it's on stage, the way they just kind of jump in the center and just take that moment for their moment, and then they move to the side. Next person comes on in.
That's right.
Love it. It's so great. Okay.
That's some nice choreography too when they do those switches.
All their choreography is really nice.
Yes, but I like the switches because it's within time. It's in rhythm. They don't skip a beat.
Oh, that's another place that Jimin excels.
Yep. Okay.
I know.
Going here.
I know.
Okay.
So who's next?
Yeah, I have.
Seesaw. Trivia Seesaw. Yeah. Okay, so this is a very beloved song, and I get why. Because it's I don't know, the tune of it doesn't feel very Suga-ish, but then you look at the lyrics, I'm like, there he is. There he is. Yeah. And I made a note, and I don't know how accurate I was on this note, because I was a little tired when I wrote it, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Maybe I might be onto something, or maybe I was delirious. I don't know. But
that will be the next song.
Yeah, right. But I put Suga spends a lot of the love songs being heartbroken, and I don't know if that makes sense. What I mean by that is that I feel like when it gets to the love songs, he has verses where it seems very hopeful, but most of the time, from the ones that we've covered, his songs, first off, a lot of his solo songs aren't really about love. And I know there's this ongoing joke on the internet among ARMY about how all of the other guys have, a female love interest in their music videos. At least one. V has a collection. But he doesn't have a single one. He doesn't have a single love interest. I don't think he's ever had a female co-star in any of his music videos. And I'll have to go back and look through his music videos, but I don't think
in his documentary, there's one. He does a duet.
He does. No, I didn't say he doesn't have female singers on his songs.
Okay.
I said female love interest in his music videos.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So he has teamed up with female singers. Yeah, he has a great song with IU. He does a feature on Halsey's song that a lot of people are really big fans of. Right. So he works with female. He's not afraid to work with female singers.
Right.
And in fact, I think that he kind of it takes him to a different level of his music production when he's working with a female singer, because I feel like it kind of, at first, probably not now, but like I feel like it took him out of his comfort zone because he was used to producing for the guys. And then, he gets a female singer, and I think the first one he worked with was IU, but I may be wrong. I don't know. But I know that working with her, and she's been featured on his song too, so they've worked together a few times.
Right.
But you see like the dynamic of working with somebody who's not in your team. And I feel like that kind of pushed him to think more outside the box when it came to producing. So yeah, he's not afraid to work with female singers.
Right.
It's just the love interest in his music videos.
Right, I got you.
Does not exist.
Yeah.
It does not exist.
He's working on that.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
We don't know. But I just feel like when you look at the lyrics of the songs and the love songs, his part it's always like, we were trouble from the start. This wasn't going to work out. We kind of wrote it on too long, and why did we waste each other's time? Like, why is it always like that? Why? And this song is no different. It's just like, here we are in the seesaw. We're up and down. Nobody wants to get off first. What are we doing? Like, why are we here?
Yeah, it's gotta happen.
Yeah, like it just happen. I don't know. It was an observation I made. Like I said, I could be completely wrong. Maybe I missed something. I missed something. I don't know.
Well, we can search through.
We can. I love doing homework on Suga.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I love doing homework, period. But when Suga's a subject, I have no complaints.
No complaints whatsoever.
But I put in this song, Suga sings. Oh my God, Suga sings! I know. Suga sings, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
He sings about the repeated motions in love and knowing it should stop, but not wanting to be the bad guy and get off first. So I don't know. Like I actually don't think I've ever been on a seesaw. Now that I'm thinking about it.
What?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of the playgrounds that we grew up around, like that I grew up around, didn't really have seesaws. I don't think I've ever been on a seesaw, but that's neither here nor there, because I at least know the function of a seesaw and how they work. And I've seen enough movies and depictions of people on seesaws to understand the reference of being the first one to get off.
Right.
Because when you get off first, the other person just plummets.
Yes.
And
that could be painful.
Exactly. So my assumption is, having never experienced it, that would be very painful on your butt.
Yes.
So yeah, of course you don't want to be the first person to jump off because that's going to hurt the other person. But then if you're staying on for too long, then your legs get tired from constantly pushing up and down. And it's just not a good thing. I feel like seesaws they're not for longevity.
No.
They're a quick, fun fix. And then you're like, I'm done.
It's that sneaky little ride. Because you get somebody that, is like a practical joker, and, you see someone, everything's going well, and then they hop off.
Leaving you devastated.
Yeah.
And maybe physically broken, metaphorically broken. Like, I get it. I understand the reference to the seesaw.
Yeah.
I just wish that he would love, I think the only song he's written lovingly about is with piano.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that song. I do love that song, but I would love to see him show us what that looks like. I don't know. Maybe he does it. Maybe he with a square to it. maybe he's not that type of romantic, and maybe that's why he just can't write that for himself. Maybe the way he falls in love, maybe he feels it's boring and nobody would really want to see that. But I'm going to tell you right now, sir, I do. I want to see what that looks like.
You have a vote.
I think there are many of us out here who would love to see what you falling in love looks like, because regardless of what you think about it, we're very excited to see it.
You need to pin that.
Yeah.
Well, I did the same thing. I spoke about. Were you done? I'm sorry. Were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You sure?
Seesaws suck.
Is that what you ended with?
That's what I'm going to end with. I didn't write that, but I mean, looking through my notes, I think I pretty much covered everything I was gonna say. So yeah, seesaw suck.
I put that he added vocals to this, which was a very, 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 very nice change.
So good.
And from what I've heard thus far, I don't believe he's done vocals in his raps.
He hasn't. I don't think he's sung. He's actually like sung in his solo songs. But like I said, love to hear it.
You can.
And I know he does it some more in like later work. But yeah, like I think this might be the first time we're really hearing his voice and not just his rapping, because we know he's a crazy good rapper. Yeah, we know he's got the talent and the skill in that. But yeah, I like when the rap line sings.
Yeah, and now I've heard. Well, I don't know if it's singing, talking, RM.
He's done some like sing song talking. But he's done some singing.
Yeah, and we all know J-Hope sings.
Yes, so, J-Hope does sing.
So, but yes, I picked up on that immediately. I was like, is he?
Because you asked me, I remember you were like, we were on the phone. You were like, is he singing? I was like, oh yeah. I was like, he is singing.
Oh my goodness! So I thank you. I appreciate that, Sugar. And I wrote that this song paints a vision of what someone or anybody or any relationship looks like. There are elements that are very present in a relationship. Some unbalances in there, some feelings that they don't do enough, or they don't reciprocate the feelings. So, you have one person maybe feeling that they always give and the other person's always receiving, someone that, is always controlling, yet, they don't have the freedom. So that kind of sort of thing back and forth. And when you get just tired enough of it, you sit there and say, okay, well, I'm just calling it quits. But, like you said, in that example of getting off of that seesaw, not wanting to leave, but not wanting to hurt. That could be something. And I remember what we used to do if we were two kind people on the seesaw.
You'd be there forever.
No.
Be there all day, but like, I gotta go home. Me too. Like, who's gonna get off?
you send a balance and you get off together.
Oh, that's sweet. Maybe that's what he was hoping for.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
That's very kind. It's like 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, you send a balance and you get off.
Well, like I said, I have not ridden a seesaw, so.
Well, that will be a nice experience for you to have.
I think at this point in my life, it's okay if I don't.
I know what you mean.
It's okay if I don't.
Like, even if they are kind and you sit and balance, you're like, can I get my leg up over?
Okay, first off, I'm not that old.
Not you.
I was like, I'm not that old. You. Ma'am. That was rude.
No. It wasn't.
That hurt a little. I feel like you just jumped off the seesaw right now.
No. It's a little different, so just stay off the seesaw.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay off the seesaw. And we forgot to mention, we are going to do this in 2 parts because this is a big album and there are a lot of songs that are new that we need to talk about. So we are splitting it. So we're gonna end this episode with Epiphany.
Yes.
Okay. For those who can't see, she is smiling because Epiphany is such a beautiful song. So Epiphany is Jen's solo. Yes. On this song. And Jen, and again, when we talk about vocals, and I think we were talking about this earlier, how we keep going on tangents about Jen. We're going to try very, very hard not to go on this like really long
to the script.
Yeah. But spoiler alert, we don't have a script.
No, we don't.
So we're just going to try to reel ourselves back in because
3 points.
hit your bullet points.
Yeah, hit your bullet points, and that's it.
I mean, as you all know, when it comes to Jen's vocals, we can't talk enough about how amazing he is vocally, and how we just seen his growth from the beginning and to now with his solo work. It's okay. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love Jen. I love his vocals. So of course I'm listening to this song, and the first note I wrote is, "Oh, Jen, Kim Sok Jen." My heart, he gets in there.
Yeah,
he gets in there. He like burrowed in there, and he went to sleep. He went to sleep in my heart. He lives there now.
Yeah.
So I said, this track is so Jen, a song about loving yourself. Of course. I mean, come on. But let's get into it. Epiphany is a moment of sudden revelation, or insight, a manifestation of a divine or supernatural being. And isn't Jen divine?
Yes.
Isn't he just?
Yes.
So, seriously though, he has this moment where he realizes that he isn't loving himself and noticing that his love for another feels off because of it. And so the line, "I'm the one I should love. How can you fully love others if you don't first love yourself?" It hits him, not in a conceited way, which I mean, we know he's not conceited, but if you don't know him, he might seem that way. But no, he's been in a journey to get to that worldwide handsome persona that he is now. But he deserves it.
Yeah.
He deserves it. But in a nurturing way, in a self-care sort of way. Putting yourself first and loving yourself isn't selfish, which sounds crazy when it's like yourself.
Yeah.
But it's not selfish, because when you take the time to give yourself what you need, then you can give others.
Yes.
But if you don't fill you up first, what are you giving them from?
That's right. And the actual knowing the joy of that. When you do that for yourself, you can do it for others in a joyful way, and then they experience that joy. So it's something that about, I know people like, it's selfish to love yourself. I don't think it's selfish to love yourself. I think it's your training wheels for loving someone else.
Exactly. And also it teaches you how you want to be loved, so that way you don't get taken advantage of by people who don't want to love you the way you deserve.
Yeah.
But no, loving yourself is not selfish, because if it was selfish, I don't think the guys would have committed 3 freaking albums to it.
No, I don't
personally, I don't know. I mean, they don't seem like that type that are just like, I'm going to promote selfishness in the world.
Yeah.
No,
not at all.
Loving yourself is crucial to self-care, self-survival, self-understanding, because there's so much that comes. If you think about the process it takes to love someone else, doing that work for yourself helps you learn you.
Yeah.
And that way you can move through the world more confidently, because you know who you are, what you're about. Right. You're not getting yourself into situations that aren't you, because that's not my place. Like, that's not somewhere I would go. That's not, my scene. These things about you. You're not putting yourself around people who don't share your values, because you know what your values are.
Right.
So yeah,
I mean, that's really, it's the opportunity to really get to know yourself, and you need that. You need to know who you are, and like you said, to know what you will and will not accept. And it takes time. It really takes time, because things change for you, and you could be into something early on, as a young adult, and realize later on, what, and that was then, this is now. And love yourself enough to know the change, and respect it, so that you don't find yourself falling after what you did accept, now that it's different. So it's a very important idea. Movement. But I really love this track.
Oh, she does. She called me and told me.
I really love this track. It hits every point on the ballot list for me. just every point.
Yeah.
It's a memorable song. It's telling the story.
The intro is so good too. Like I just love it because it's like, oh, it's very cinematic. The intro, it's got this build up. Yeah, like if you think about it, it's something you would expect to see or hear while you're watching a very like crucial scene in a movie, like a pivotal moment, and it's just the build up, and then he comes in with his vocals, and you're just like, oh,
and he's worldwide handsome.
And he's worldwide handsome, and you're just sitting there, just in awe, because what else are you gonna be with Kim Seok Jin, other than in awe? And depending on what context, laughing hysterically.
I didn't know that it was about self-love initially at the first time I listened to it, and then I realized, I said, oh, okay, he's talking about him, finding him, loving himself, and I was like, oh man, I really do like this. Matter of fact, so much to the point that I ended my notes with I say it again, I love this track.
It's so good. It's definitely one of those tracks that just kind of makes you sit back and be like, all right, replay. Replay. Let me hear that. I didn't feel it. Like I've seen memes about how like when you have a song and then somebody interrupts it and you're like, oh, I got to start the song over now because I didn't get to, or like you didn't feel the feelings all the way through because there were distractions, and you're like, no, I need to give this song everything. This is one of those songs that like you really kind of need to just kind of focus in on it because it deserves your full attention, but you're going to feel something and you need to allow yourself to feel that and to feel the lyrics and to own the lyrics and then become the lyrics. Wow. You are just hitting it. I love when I have moments like that.
You are hitting it, girl.
I do my best.
Yeah, you on.
But did you have any final thoughts on Epiphany, or just, we're going to end with I love this song?
No, well, it made me want to hear the song over and over again. Jen, he got me with this one. And then the chorus, this is what did it for me. The chorus, realizing your value, your beauty, and your inner self. Like in the did I?
No, that was
yeah. I thought I had marked it on the page, but no, it says, I want to love in this world, shine. No, that one, the first one.
Yeah, the first one, the first chorus right here. I'm the one I should love.
Oh. Yeah, I'm the one I should love in this world, shining me, precious soul of mine. I finally realized, so I love me, not so perfect, but so beautiful. I'm the one I should love. That's like, yes, you are. You are the one. You are.
Yeah, you are the one you
I'm
should
happy
love.
for you.
Yes. So you go out, be the one you should love in this world with your shining soul and not perfect, but so beautiful.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to end it here, and then we'll come back and do the second part of the second set of songs. So we'll just say goodbye.
Bye.